Alright, welcome back for another episode, live workout with Physio Shop. Today, we got Zach doing our workout for us. I'll be walking him through it. So for today's workout, we will need 2 sets of dumbbells or weights. So we will have lighter weights. We have 10 pounds here that we're going to be doing a plank with row with. And then we have heavier weights. We grab 25s here. And we're going to be doing some farmer marches with these. And then last item, which doesn't necessarily need to be a medicine ball. You could use, a stack of towels or pillows, or books even. We're going to be doing some lateral toe taps as part of our cardio. So just lightly tapping the medicine ball. But before we get into that warm up, we always want to warm up a little. So Zach and I are going to walk you through our hip flow. So we're going to start with our head, and we're going to rock it left to right about 6 times on each side. Nice and controlled, remembering to breathe. Not obnoxiously though, like Zach, but can take some nice deep breaths. All right, and then we'll go to our shoulders, and we're just gonna roll them forward and then roll them backwards 6 times each direction. And once we're done there, we're going to move down to our hips. So feet about a little wider than shoulder width apart, so we have a good base. And we're going to be making nice big circles with our hips.
Oh boy, I needed that one.
We'll go about 6 in each direction. Really work that range, make the biggest circle you can. Not about speed. Alright, once we're done there, we'll hop down onto the ground. We'll do 3 pushes back, pushing those hips back, getting a nice stretch of the calves, and then coming into a downward dog. And then push it back again. Alright, and that next one you come up, we're going to take our right leg, kick it back, step it forward. We're going to do 6 pushes out to the side, so taking that inside elbow, pushing that knee out to the side. Alright, and then we'll take that right arm. I like to thread it through my left arm and then reach up to the sky, have those eyes follow. Getting a nice rotation through our thoracic spine. Once you've done 6 there, our last one is we're going to take our left hip and we're going to dip it down towards the ground and back up.
Really feel that one in the front of that back leg.
Absolutely. So once you've got 6 there, you can step back again. We'll do 3 more pushes to downward dog. Nice deep breaths in and out as you move through these. On that last one, I'm gonna take the left leg, take it back, step it forward. Take that left elbow, pushing that knee out 6 times. So just mirroring what we did on the right side on the left, so then going into that, threading the needle, really reaching up towards the sky, having those eyes follow. And then dipping that right hip down towards the ground. Step back. We'll do 3 more downward dogs just to cap it off for today. All right. So we'll have Zach run through each exercise real quick so you guys know what's ahead in the workout. So our first one are bear crawls. So Zach will be, yeah, go get your bear, unleash your bear. All right, Zach's gonna be on all 4. He's gonna come up, his knees are off the ground, they're bent at 90 degrees, and he's gonna slowly and controlled, opposite arm, opposite leg, walking forward, and he's making sure to engage his core and keep his hips nice and still and level.
Am I doing it, Craig?
You're doing it.
Oh boy.
So really keep your back and those hips nice and level. So imagine, you got a nice dinner plate, nice piece of china on your hips on that lower back there, and you can't let that fall off and break.
I don't know who's giving china to a bear.
I don't know either. Me, I guess I'm the only one that does that.
You did not think this through.
All right, exercise number 2, farmer marches. So Zach will grab his heavier weights. No, the other ones. No, not. You're a little stronger than that. So he's just gonna hold him down by his side, and he's going to be marching in place, really trying to get that knee up above his hips. And that's going to help activate his stance glute the best. So when that left knee is driving up, that right glute will be activated. And he's really engaging his core, trying not to sway back and forth at all. And that's where the weight kind of really challenges him with that. All right. Next. This is where Zach will probably grab his either weight. So he's grabbing the heavier weight for now. We're going to do a squat to press. So Zach's going to hold the weight up by his shoulders. He's going to squat down, weight back on his heels, hips nice and low. And then as he comes up, he presses them. And then he's going to go right into his next squat, pressing the dumbbells up, just like so. Awesome. Then he'll definitely grab his lighter weights for this one. Doing plank to row. So he's going to be down in a plank. You forgot what a plank was, I think.
Like, am I not supposed to be on top of something for that?
Nope, going to be on the ground here, yep. So again, keeping his hips level, his hips are down, back level. And he's going to alternate rowing up his right arm, followed by his left arm, just like so. Awesome. And then the last one, before we hit our cardio, is a curtsy lunge to a knee drag. So we're going to split this one 30 seconds on each side. So not quite, we're not just going to be curtsying.
Oh.
So Zach is going to do a curtsy lunge. Do you remember?
Of course.
This one. All right, so crossing his leg back to the ground, and then so we're not going to alternate. We're going to do it all on one side to where we're curtsy lunging, let's say to the right, and then when we step up, we're going to bring that knee up and balance there for a second. curtsy lunge back down, step up, balance. So 30 seconds here, and then we'll switch going right into it on the other side. Then 2 minutes of cardio. That's when Zach will grab his medicine ball and we're gonna be doing some lateral toe taps. You can pick it up if you want for fun. And he's just gonna be hopping laterally, left to right, tapping that ball nice and lightly, and you get a nice rhythm so he can get his heart rate up. Then he's gonna go right into an A skip. So a minute of lateral toe taps and then a minute of A skips. So driving that knee up, we have a nice little extra hop. Yep, so it's almost like skipping, like a playground skip, except we're staying in place and we're exaggerating that knee drive a little more. All right, well, let's grab a timer that I always forget to get. All right, we'll start in about 15 seconds. So remember, our first one are bear crawls. So starting on all four, 5 seconds, 2, 1, begin. Good. So Zach, obviously at home you're going to have a limited space. So Zach's just going to be going back and forth. So if you're in your living room, your bedroom, garage or whatnot, just find a nice 10-foot area or so and just go back and forth. If you have a nice long hallway, that would be perfect to do this in. But Zach's really focusing on keeping those hips level. He's not swaying back and forth, and you can tell he's doing it nice and slow and controlled. It's not about speed. It's not a race with this. And you're going to feel it a little everywhere. You're going to feel it through your shoulders and your arms, as well as your quads and your core, keeping everything stable.
You're gonna feel it in your body.
Yeah, total body.
We probably
should really feel this one in your ears. If your ears aren't working, all right, time, little break. Going into our farmer marches. So grabbing your heavier weight, you can use gallon jugs if you have them. Even 2 like backpacks full of books or something may work.
Children,
ready
if they'll stay still.
Yeah. I don't recommend that. That's Zach's recommendation.
We're not covered by the same insurance, so I can say it.
So the biggest thing here is really preventing any extra swaying back and forth. So you want to really stay nice and tall. And if you're using a heavier weight, make sure that you're keeping those hips tilted under and you're not arching that lower back to compensate for that heavier weight. Or even if you're using a lighter weight, you don't want to have that arch in your back. And Zach's being really, really good about driving that knee and getting it above his hip. Now remember, when we get that knee above our hip, we're activating our stance glute a lot more. Almost there.
Not to be confused with your pants glute. Although it is the same one.
Alright, our next one, squat to press. So Zach will need his weights. We'll see which ones he chooses.
Let's see.
You can get something in between as well. We have a whole selection.
Let's start with this.
Alright, 2, 1, begin. So Zach's holding the weight up by his shoulders. He's squatting down, pressing up. So he's using a little momentum from his squat to help press that up. And as he squats down, that weight's back on his heels, and he's bringing his hips back and getting nice and deep. Again, Zach's making sure he's keeping his back straight as he squats down, so he's not leaning forward and losing control of that weight. And again, if you have, water jugs at home, those work perfect. Heavier textbooks, or if you're lucky enough to have some dumbbells, grab those. You don't necessarily need heavy ones like 25s that Zach's using. If you have 5s, 8s, 10-pound weights, those work perfect. Trust me, you'll feel it. Time. I think Zach's feeling those 25s.
Not at all.
All right, our next one, plank with rows. Okay, so grab your lighter weights. And ready, 2, 1, begin. So really make sure to keep those hips level and not let them rock back and forth. Zach has a wider stance here in the back with his feet to help prevent that swaying of his hips.
I'm really narrow in the front, too. The weights are just about touching each other.
Yep, so wide feet, he's got a little more narrow in the front. Now if this is challenging, we can always lose the weight and we can just do a shoulder tap. So tapping your opposite hand to your opposite shoulder.
Mean something like that kind of
Just
thing?
like that, yep. And you can have your hands on the ground. They don't even necessarily need to be on the weights. Time. All right, onto our 5th exercise already. Curtsy lunge to the knee drive. So remember, we're gonna have that little balance and we're gonna switch halfway. All right, 2, 1, begin. So curtsy lunge behind you and then drive that knee up so you balance a little. Yeah, there we go. And you can transfer a little weight onto that back leg. Get your left glute activating as we're in the back here. Five more seconds on this side. 2, 1, switch. Going right into it. Nice little balance and then curtsy lunge. So Zach's doing a good job. He's crossing that leg behind him, but he's keeping his whole body, his body as a whole, his hips, his torso facing forward, so he doesn't have a lot of twisting as he steps backwards. Almost there. And time. All right, so now we're going into our cardio. So he's gonna grab his medicine ball. Remember, you can use a stack of books or even one of your dumbbells. You can kind of tilt up.
Or child?
Nope, no. Ready, 2,
Good.
1, begin. So he's not actually stepping at all onto the ball. It's just a very light tap. I mean, he could just pretend that there was a ball there and pretend to tap it. Yep, just like so. Use your imagination a little.
Pretend it's hot lava.
Hopping left to right, working that lateral movement. Halfway. And right after this one, we're going to go into our A skips. Get that heart rate up. That's the whole point. So if you're starting to breathe heavy, don't get scared. Don't worry about it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I could tell you were getting worried. Why is my heart beating so fast? Am I in love with Craig?
Said nobody ever. I like these. These are fun. We should do these more often.
All right, right into A skips. Ready, begin.
Like this?
Just like that. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So make sure you get those arms involved and you're going opposite arm, opposite knee driving up. Just like you're on the playground. Your little 4-year-old Zach skipping around the neighborhood.
Oh, back when I was innocent. Could almost like dance.
Yeah, make it like a dance move. Yeah, get. Whoa. Don't get too wild with it.
I hardly
Yep.
keep those legs under control.
Yeah. Make sure you're keeping that, getting that knee nice and high. Yeah. Getting a good range of motion through our hips.
This is almost like that.
10 seconds.
Isn't there like a dance? Wait, what's it? This is
I think you just made it up.
Isn't there a dance move where?
Time. All right. So we're gonna take a 2-minute break now, and we'll be back for round 2 and a little trivia.
Oh, dear.
All right, we're back for round 2. We'll start in about 7 seconds. So, hopping into our bear crawl. All right, ready? 2, 1, begin. All right, we got a little trivia, like always, for the second and third round. Starting off with a little math trivia. So, we go million, billion, trillion. What comes after trillion?
Quadrillion.
What comes after that? How far can you go?
Oh. Quadrillion. Cinquillion?
Quintillion.
Quintillion. Sextillion, septillion, octillion. I'm gonna guess novillion, even though that sounds really weird. Somewhere in there's a pavilion.
Nunnillion.
Nunnillion.
I don't even have past then, so that written down.
And
Time.
then somewhere's a dodecahedron, I think.
All right, little rest. Grab your heavier weights. We're going into those farmer marches. Wow, that was you. I mean, you got a little stumped with that second one, and then as soon as I got you,
Quintillion.
Yeah.
Of course.
gave you that. Ready, begin. Gave you that. You just listed off the next 4 or 5 of them.
Well, it's all Latin roots.
Yeah. And they all end in tillion.
What did I say?
Billion.
Cinquillion? I was trying to use Spanish. Cincoillion? But in Spanish, 15 is quince, so that makes just as much sense and sounds better.
All right. How many sides does an icosagon have?
You're gonna have to pronounce that better.
Icosagon. Terrible at this. Shouldn't have written that question down.
You're gonna have to spell that again because I was laughing.
Icosagon.
Icosagon.
Icosagon. See how good his Latin roots are.
Yeah, I'm searching for similar words. I don't know any.
And time. Going into our squat to press.
Right. Oh. May as well suffer a little bit. It's been a few days since I've suffered.
2, 1, begin. There we go, nice. Any guesses?
70.
Nope. Less than that.
Uh, 50?
Nope. 20.
Really?
Yeah,
Isn't that a dodecahedron?
I don't know.
It's funny that you're asking me this question when I just said dodecahedron like 2 minutes ago. Wait, can you look up dodecahedron? Because now I need to know what that is.
During the break, I'll look it up.
Okay.
All right. List the 10 smallest prime numbers.
1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. How many?
10. So you've listed 9. One of them was wrong.
Really?
All right. We're going into our plank with row. Plank with
Did
row.
I say 9? No, I didn't. Oh, which one of those was wrong?
So we're getting a little extra break here.
One-
All right, 2,
One of them is
1,
23.
begin. Yep, you had 23. The very first number you said is wrong.
1?
Yeah.
I guess. Sure. In that case, ooh, the next one is more, huh? That's gotta be
Yeah. So you said 19 and then you just said 23.
23, so that's 29.
Yep. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23,
I
29.
feel like 1 not being a prime number is like kind of just semantics.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the
I mean, the definition is
the
that it's not.
definition term.
It's only divisible by 1 in itself, or like wholly divisible. So if no remainder.
Yeah.
1, technically true, but if I were a math person, I'd probably know that we don't call 1 a prime number.
I guess you're not a math person. All right.
I like these questions though.
Break. Going into our curtsy lunge with the knee drive. All right. List the number pi as far as you can go. 2, 1, begin.
3.14159. I want to say 1, 7, 4,
No, you're wrong.
No,
you're
no.
just saying numbers now.
11.
Nope. All right. You had the first few right. So 3.14159.
Yeah.
You had correct. And we're gonna switch sides in 1. Switch sides. All right. 3.14159265358972633843383279502884.
Is
I
this
think that's about 30.
Is this seriously
Yeah.
why it took so long
No, that was
to
actually
set
one
up
of
for
the-
this exercise and I was waiting for you
No, that was like
to get your trivia in order?
no, that was like the easiest one to figure
Of
out.
course, everybody knows the first 30 numbers of pi.
Yeah. All right, going into our cardio, so the lateral toe taps.
Yeah.
Did we do our squat to presses?
Yeah, they were hard.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure. All right, 2, 1, begin. We just get so into the trivia, I
Oh
forget.
man. Especially the
doing.
math stuff. Those sports questions last time.
All right, so this one, I wish I had a little more explanation to it because I don't quite get it, but in a room of 23 people,
Prime number.
what is the chance that 2 of those people have the same birthday?
It's higher
Keep
than you
those
might,
toe tabs going.
It's higher than you might think.
Yeah, it was higher than I thought.
Is it given as a
So percentage.
Percentage?
Percentage chance. Got about 10 seconds left here, so try to pick the pace
Wait.
up just a little.
Day of the week, number of the month, or like day of the year?
All right, going right into our A skips. Ready, begin. So, where I got this, I don't think was that specific. I took it as like the exact same like birthday.
Exact same birthday?
I would guess. Okay, I would say day and month. So not the same year, is what I would assume.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna give you like 5 more seconds to give us a guess.
Well,
Zach would take the whole exercise off one question if he could.
I wish I had.
He's trying to do the math, but he
Yeah,
can't.
it's hard while you're making me dance.
Yeah. So it's 50%.
What?
Yeah. This is why I wish I had a better explanation. But the internet says it was a 50% chance. If you have a room of 23 people, that you have the same birthday as one of those other people.
I feel like that makes no sense.
Time. Yeah. Don't hold us to that one. But
Don't hold Craig to that one. I'm not
no,
on board.
Zach wrote these. Okay. 2 minutes and we'll be back. We'll look up that
To the
fact that
internet.
Zach has. All right, back for round 3. We'll start in about 15 seconds. So we're gonna start with the bear crawl, remember. All right, 5 seconds. 2, 1, begin. So during our 2-minute break, Zach and I looked up the birthday question and we found the wording should be, in a room of 23 people, what are the chances that 2 of those people have the same birthday? And the answer is a 50-50 chance, 50%. And there's a whole thing about it. It's called the birthday paradox, so you should go look it up. Pretty crazy stuff.
So this is a completely different question than what are the chances that you have the same birthday as somebody else?
Yes. Yep. Totally different.
If you think about it, if there are 2 people in a room, there's a 1 in 365 chance that they are going to share a birthday. If you had 1 more person, now one of those people has a 2 in 365 chance of sharing a birthday with one of the other 2, but then those people also have a 1 in 365 chance of sharing a birthday. So totally
Going into our farmers
3.
marches, grabbing our heavier weight.
With 3 people, you're already almost at 1%. Farmers marches, okay.
Yep. 2, 1, begin.
And then you can imagine that it would just grow exponentially from there. What did you say, Craig? 75 people in a room is like a 99.9?
Yep, 75 people in a room, 99.9% chance that 2 of those people have the same birthday.
Wild.
It's crazy.
So if I know like 3 people that share my birthday, does that mean I only know like 225 people?
I don't know if that's what it means, but
So if a friend of mine has my birthday, does that mean we're really friends?
I can't answer that. That's between you and your friends.
Could you ask him?
Okay, well, I can do that for you.
Thanks.
All
It'd be
right.
awkward if I asked.
Moving on from the birthday paradox.
Sticking with the farmers' marches.
Sticking with those for 5 more seconds. I'll wait until you finish up here. And done. We're going into our squat to press.
Oh boy.
All right. Every odd number has what letter in it? 2, 1, begin.
E.
Yes. Every odd number has the letter E in it.
Why?
I know.
Is that
I don't
on
know.
purpose?
All right. Negative 40 degrees Celsius is equal to what degrees Fahrenheit?
Ooh. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be hard while I'm doing this. Negative 40 Celsius. Okay. So. It's negative 40.
Yep.
Oh,
You
tricky.
got it. Yeah, a little
You
trick
tricky
question.
critter.
That's where they are, exactly the same as me. That's good. All right. This one's less of a trivia question, but did you know that lasers, like the light of a laser and time, can get trapped in water? So when you go to Las Vegas and you see a big fountain and it's all lit up, it's because there's a laser going through the water spout, and the laser can't get out because it just keeps bouncing back and forth between all the water particles.
If it meets the surface of the water at a small enough angle of refraction, it'll reflect back into the water instead of passing through the surface of the water and into the atmosphere.
Exactly. All right, plank to rows, getting a much longer break this time.
You're welcome.
Because Zach and I are getting into these questions. All right, ready, begin.
Fun fact, my grandfather invented one of the first commercial uses for the laser.
Wow.
He was a physicist and professor in nonlinear optics, and he worked with Russians during the Cold War trying to build bridges between our countries, which you can see was marginally effective at best, but he was great with lasers.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. All right. How heavy can a cloud weigh?
I'm sorry. That makes no sense.
That actually makes a lot of sense because this is apparently part of the way they determine the weather.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to keep my hips level here. How heavy can it be? Are you asking
So what's that heavy
the actual weight, or just it's what's the maximum density?
the weight
The weight?
in pounds? So going into our curtsy lunge with knee drive, 3, 2, 1, begin.
I mean, you could. Hold on. This is a weird question. So. I mean, I'm assuming that you're asking about the weight of the liquid water if it were a solid unit of liquid water that is creating
And switch sides,
that cloud, right?
which would be
So-
part of the cloud at that time. Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, I don't really see why I guess there is a limit. But
There's so I guess
what's the most it could be? Like,
so it's not I guess there's no limit, but all right. So
what's the question, Craig?
you're right. I did ask how heavy can a cloud weigh, but it's estimated that they can weigh over 1 million pounds. Some of the biggest
I
clouds.
was definitely gonna say 1 million pounds.
All right, lateral
Look at
toe
them,
tap.
they're huge.
Grab your medicine ball or whatever you have. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin.
This is the last one, right?
Yep, just our cardio. So we have the lateral toe taps and our A skips.
Okay.
All right, what animal can laugh when tickled? I can laugh when it's not even being tickled.
I'm assuming you're not counting human beings as an animal.
Yeah, not humans.
I'd bet it's a chimpanzee.
Nope. It's a.
I've definitely known a pit bull who did it. Have you ever seen pit bulls smile? So cute.
It's a rat.
What?
Rats, when tickled, can laugh.
I had a pet rat when I was a kid, and I definitely tickled her, and I would say she squeaked.
I didn't watch the video. There
I
was
feel
a
like this
video
is up
of
to
it
interpretation.
being, like scientifically done.
He's
All
like,
right.
look, she's laughing.
Right into our
Look, she's screaming.
A skips. Ready, begin. All right. Last one. Do you think that there are more stars in our galaxy or trees on our Earth?
Stars in our galaxy.
Wrong. So it's estimated that this is a big estimate.
Oh, in our galaxy.
Galaxy.
I was thinking the universe.
Yep, not the universe.
Okay, 100 billion-ish.
So it's estimated that there is between 100 and 400 billion stars in our galaxy, which is a huge range.
Right.
But it's estimated that there is 3.04 trillion trees on the Earth.
3,000 billion. Well, are you counting a mature tree, like, of flowering age? Are you counting
Adolescent
banana trees,
too.
which are actually grasses? Are you, like, saplings? You're counting seedlings, I see.
I'm still, even if we take banana trees out of this, I'm sure there will still be more trees, seeing as how it was 3 trillion compared to 400 billion.
Maybe.
Like, we got some wiggle room for errors
If
of
you've ever been to
what
Costa
we
Rica,
say.
you know there are a lot of banana trees.
I've never been to Costa Rica.
I could say there's a solid 1.4 trillion banana trees in the world. And that's from personal experience.
You counted them?
I mean, there were like several dozen in the area where I was living, and that was just like an area, you know? So.
All right, Zach, the banana tree expert. We're out of here. Thanks for working out with us. Awesome job, Zach. We'll see you next time.
Also, we forgot to tell you what an icosahedron is. Apparently, as Greg said, that has 20 sides. A dodecahedron, I was thinking 2, 10, 20. No, a dodecahedron has 12. Don't forget, it could come in handy.